Alright, champions, it's Marquise, Money Mike Williams, and I would like to welcome you to another episode of I Am a Champion. Man, I'm fired up this week. You know, I've been doing a lot of reflecting and doing a lot of talking to different people, you know, reading a lot of different emails. And what I want to talk to you about this week is the fact that success leaves clues. That's right, success leaves clues. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, success is something that just happens overnight. Success is something that, you know, is like a lottery ticket. You know, you buy the ticket, you wake up, check the numbers, and boom, you're successful. You know, there's no magic potion, there's no magic formula, there's no magic spell. No matter what, you know, you might see these gurus and different people on the news and different people on TV talking about success is actually a process, and you actually leave clues when you're actually along that process and you're being successful. You know, I've been actually working in business some time, and it's kind of funny, you know, when people who have not been successful in business always want to question somebody who has been successful in business for the sake of keeping their own sanity, for the sake of not blowing their own cover. You know, I'm big into music. They always say cats like that are fugazi. You know, these cats are fake because they're trying to act like they're successful, and they really never actually done anything to be successful before. So I want to give you 3 principles today. I want to give you 3 principles to not be fugazi. I want to give you 3 principles so that you can understand the clues of success and how you can actually start being successful and leaving those clues. Because people who are successful recognize other people who are successful. So that's my first principle is ain't no future in your front. You know, we've all heard the saying, fake it until you make it. But a lot of people have taken that the wrong way. A lot of people think that you have to act like you're actually where you're not. And what fake it till you make it really was set up to me was actually have faith. Actually see the end before the beginning. Speak those things that be not as though they are. You know, don't be acting like you're, you know, valedictorian trying to tutor other people and you're actually not even good in the class yet. Don't be acting like you're a multi-billionaire and you haven't even made $100 in your business yet. You know, don't be acting like you're the expert. Don't be acting like you're the guru and you're still the student. You actually have to know your role. You have to know where you're at. Ain't no future in your fronting. Because it's only all things that are in the dark are going to come to light eventually. So eventually you're gonna spin that tangled web and you're going to keep fronting and eventually somebody's going to call you out. And it's not going to be pretty, you guys. It's not going to be pretty at all. So understand. It's okay to be new. It's okay to be in the process of working towards your success. It's okay to see those things and have faith before you actually get there. But don't act like you're actually there before you're actually there. You know, enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Because it makes, when you actually get to that position of success, it makes it that much sweeter. But the second principle is you do actually have to make it happen. You got to make it happen. I always heard a saying, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. My mama ain't going to do it. My daddy ain't going to do it. My brothers and sisters ain't going to do it. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend ain't going to do it. Your teacher is not going to do it. If it's meant to be, it's up to you. You got to be willing to actually go through the process. You got to be willing to do the work. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. See, so many times I recognize, you know, out in the world, people aren't developing themselves. When it comes to business, I was always taught if you work hard on your job or your business or whatever you have going on in life, you'll make a pretty good living. You might actually make some money as well. But when you work hard on yourself to become a better you, right? When you become a better you, that is when you begin to make a fortune. Because that's when you start to develop wealth spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, as well as financially, because true wealth is created through balance. Through balance, you guys. If you're so busy focused in on one thing, in relationships, if you're so focused on the physical, then you're going to miss out on a world of wealth in other areas of that man or that woman. You're going to miss out on that mindset. You're going to miss out on that sense of humor. You're going to miss out on the things that you guys have in common. If you're so focused on the money, you're going to miss out on all the things that are enjoyable on the journey towards getting the money, you guys. So understand, you got to make it happen, but don't wish Don't wish the load was lighter. Wish for broader shoulders. You know, and for you women, don't take that as literal. You know, we don't want a bunch of y'all out there with broad shoulders. But, you know, it's an analogy. It's a metaphor. You know, I want you guys to understand it's up to you to make it happen. But don't go complaining and want to make it happen at the expense of it being easier. Because we live in a society, we live in a microwave society. People want stuff right now. They don't want to do the work. People don't want to get on the stove and actually cook the meal for an hour. They want to pop it in the microwave for 5-10 minutes and boom, be done. Like, no, we have to get back to the essence and be willing to go through the process, because that's when the results are so much sweeter. That's when the meal is so much better, you guys. I remember when I was going through school, I used to always be the type of person that I was good enough to do the homework. I was good enough to do the homework in class. So when I got out of class, I did what I wanted to do. You know, I did what I wanted to do. So when test time came, you know, I didn't study for the test until a couple of days before the test. But what I learned as I began to matriculate through higher grade levels and into college, that I didn't develop a work ethic. And if you don't develop a work ethic, then eventually you're going to get to the position in life where you don't know how to do the work. And that goes for business, it goes for school, it goes for relationships, it goes for everything. If you're the type of person that was always handed everything in life, you're not going to know how to work for it, you guys. So you got to know how to actually take a step back, be willing to go through the process and do the work, because if it's meant to be, at the end of the day, it's up to you. And the third principle, you guys, is simple. Somebody got to get it. Somebody got to do it. So it might as well be you. God's no respecter of persons. I've always learned that coming up through church. God's no respecter of persons. If he'll do it for him or her, he'll do it for you. Don't look at somebody and think, oh, they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. That's why they're successful. Oh, they were able to meet this person. That's why they're successful. The same opportunities are out there for everyone in life. I don't care who you are, what you do, what class of society you come from, who you know in life, what family you were born into. You know, the person who wants to get it, successful people make it happen. Successful people make it happen. I've heard numerous stories of people who wanted to make it in the record industry, and they just kept pushing. They sat and waited in the lobby of different, you know, record labels, just waiting for the opportunity to get a meeting. A lot of times they never got the meeting, but eventually they just kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. You know, I know mentors who have actually went to companies wanting to pitch an idea, and they went and sat in the lobby of the organization or the place that they wanted to pitch the idea to. A lot of times they didn't even get a meeting, but they either came back the next day or they went to the next company and sat in their lobby until eventually they got somebody who was willing to open their ear to listen. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes to be successful in life? Whether it's school, whether it's relationships, whether it's business, whatever you have going on in life, you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you willing to do what it takes to become successful? Because a lot of people aren't willing to do the work. And the people who are actually willing to do the work, they're the people who are leaving the clues to success. Because you don't get out of life what you want. You get out of life who you are. And that's the biggest clue. Who are you? And what are you actually leaving behind as your brand and your legacy? You guys, always remember, you're the best investment that you got. You were born to win. So play to win right now. Because ain't no future in your fronting. And you're already a champion. So let's go, baby. I'm going to see you next week on the next episode of I Am a Champion.